This is just a sound test. Brad, I'm 73. Man, that was like pretty good. Okay. Let's see here. So the stream is starting. Stream health looks good. I don't know. Does the stream health look good? Like does it have enough like force and velocity? Is the color of the stream right? Not too much blood. Wait, what? Might be talking about the wrong thing again. Let's see. Mac OS. Oh, great. Just wonderful. Just all my my whole Mac just got updated. So everything is gone. Yeah, my Mac is up to date. Thank you. Oh, I took a really awesome picture. I wonder if I can throw it up here for you guys. No. Daggone it. Did they change? I think they changed. Oh, I'll have to do it. Okay, I'll have to do it when I go into the game. Now we had like a couple storms today, and one of them kind of sucked, but I got a few really fairly cool pictures out of it, I think. All right, so I need to open up couple windows here. So we'll go to YouTube first so I can see everybody's comments. And darn it, my finger's sticky. I got some cream, like coffee creamer on it. Don't worry, we're gonna start here soon, guys. You should still be seeing the stream starting stream starting stoon. Stoon is stoon a word? I don't think so. Have to trademark it now. Let's see here. So we need Nightbot. So we need to get him logged in so he can put the hammer down. No, just keep things in order. Okay, here is so live streaming is up, and the last thing is okay. All right, so in the chat we have Crazy Panda Tactical Gamer 51 because he's 51. Freedom Nation Willow Rivers. Let's see, Squeaky 2008. We have Rieno Dameli. Everybody say hi to Rieno Dameli. That is my goddaughter Melissa, and she's been sick. So everybody say big hi to her. We have Devin Bliss, Loa Parientes, John C. Peppers, Scanyaman 12, Brad Matthias, Ron Collard, Landon Andrews, Brad Ravel, and let's see. Okay, I gotta log in again here. Log in with YouTube, gonna log in with the tube of you. Wouldn't it be kind of weird if like there was actually a tube of you, like that like a paste, you just Ugh. That actually kind of sounds gross. Gosh. All right, let's go ahead and get things started. Lamia's world. Hello, Lamia. Uh-oh. All right. All right, I'm going to see if I can do this image overlay thing. Let's see. Add a new source. It's going to be an image. Add source. rename it to... Okay. Oh, there's like a bunch of 980 jump leaks that came out today. If you guys are in any way interested in Star Citizen, um, the next Star Citizen patch has gone to the Evocati group, which are select subscribers who get like super early access to the testing, and they released a ton. Well, not really, but like there were some people that leaked a bunch of screenshots of it, which I'm. If I wasn't excited about it before now, I'm even more excited about it now. Okay, so here you should be seeing a picture of the storm that rolled in. This is kind of near where I live. And that's the storm front. And it moved in, rained really hard, thundered for like an hour or something, and then it was gone. And then it was gone. Can I zoom it any more than that? Can I zoom it any? Wait, why is the background the picture too? That's nah. Uh. Now it won't go away. What the heck? Why isn't it not? The heck? What is happening? Okay, I can't move that around. That's a different image. Oh, that's the doggy. That's this image. Why is it not? Oh my gosh. Oh, wait a second. Maybe I have to. No? Crap in a handbag. Is it doing. Did it do this again? Where it's taking my stream. Yeah, it's taken my stream overlay. Which is like a different. That's so weird. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, I'm going to remove that. For some reason, when you create, when I create a new layer while I'm streaming, I don't know if it does it while I'm not streaming. But if I do it, I don't have a choice. So like I'll say image, and I'll say add a source, and add a new source. And oh, here we go. I'm a stupid head. I'm just gonna type in rant. Okay, I just learned something about slobs tonight. I learned something about slobbers. Yeah, I'm just talking to you guys. Yeah, check this out, you guys. That is in-game 890 jump. And I'm really excited. Don't worry, guys. We'll be getting to Farming Simulator here in just a second, I promise. I'm just talking about stuff I am super excited about. There's actually a pool inside of it. Check that out. Wait, is it is it gonna pop up? Not. My stream is like way behind tonight. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, so we got everything's good. So there's the pool. Let's see here. Oh, we got another picture of the pool. Check that out. That is freaking amazing. John C. Pepper says, "Cool pictures. Thank you, John." JD Arbuckle, what up with you day? What's up with me today? Oh, I've just been kind of like trying to get news on the 890 jump, which is pretty cool. Let's see. We got the side. That's the side view there, which is very nice. I'm thinking that like the little hexagonal things kind of on the side, like towards the left, right about mid-level. I think those are going to be docking ports. I don't know. I don't know. This is outside. So here, like in the lower level there, you can see that there's like a big table. I think I've got a picture of it later, but that's actually like the front part of the bar. So it's kind of like a nice meeting room where like you and your friends can like coalesce. Above that, where you kind of see kind of like a little quarter of a circle light kind of up in the dark window up there. I don't really. Oh, that's probably the navigation ball thing. That's actually where the bridge, the main bridge is. Let's see what else we got going on. What other pics do I have? I think this is a picture somebody posted. I gotta go full on with that. This is a picture somebody posted of a 890 jump taking off from Area 18. It looks like very nice, very very nice. Let's see, what is. I want to try to make sure that I don't accidentally post something super inappropriate. This is the main. Oh, I think I might have another picture of this. I apologize. Not all these pictures are the same, but this is actually behind where the bridge is. So it's the very up top level. This is like the big glass window on the top. Actually, right over here. Oh, oh crap! I forgot. I don't have a pointer that I can show. You can actually see Crusader, the planet Crusader, like coming like up over the back of the ship there. Oh, here we are inside that meeting room that I was talking about earlier. Let's see if I can get this framed up right. There you go. So you're actually inside that room, and so now you can kind of see that flat top deck of the ship, which is really super cool. Let's see, what else do we got? This is the bar. Okay, so this is the bar area, and I think that table area is through the door on the right side of the picture, and then you can kind of see there's like a lava planet or something outside the window. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, here's another. Is this another picture? This is another picture of the meeting. Oh, this must be a 4K picture. Let's resize this. Oh, this is a different meeting room. I think this is actually towards the rear of the ship, but I'm not 100% sure. Because I couldn't really get a good context of where it was. Okay, that's the pool. That's the top. Oh, this is the. Okay, so this is the main atrium here. Wait, what's going on? Why is this not scaling appropriately? Because I'm not on the same picture. Okay, weird. Okay, now it is. What? Why is this? So there's like stairs that go down to the left and right, and there's like another level down. There's like 4 or 5 level. I know that there's at least 4 levels on this ship. I think there are 5, but I don't know yet because I haven't been able to play with one yet. So anyway, and it's got you can see the big window at the very top, which is really cool. Oh, here's a picture of the hangar bay. That originally the ship was designed to carry 2 X-85s, and The X85 is the ship that's closest to us, so like this gray and white one. There's also another X85 just next to it. It also has an Origin M50, which is the one at the upper left that has the little green. I guess they all have little green triangles on them, but it's the one kind of nearest to that little door. Plus, it looks like it's got either a P52 Merlin or a P72 Archimedes there at the upper right. So those are all pretty much snub fighters anyway, and so you can at least fit 4 ships in there. What really surprised me is, let's see, why does it keep going to the different image? Okay, this must be 4K here. This is actually the same hanger, but with a Super Hornet in it. So, like, I had no idea that the Super Hornet was really that big in comparison to the little snub ships. That actually kind of blew me away. I was really surprised at that. All right, what else do we have? Meeting room 2. We've got the med bay. Uh-oh, another 4K picture here. I'm actually surprised that so many people are playing Star Citizen at 4K. So anyway, that's the med bay. Not really sure if I've got too many other pictures. Which one is this one? Oh, this is just another picture of the atrium looking out. Like, basically, this would be where you're walking out and down these steps from the bridge out into the atrium. And then you can see another 890 jump. Might be a 600i, but I doubt it. It looks more like an 890 jump to me up flying outside. Let's see. Then we have this funny GIF that I found. I don't know. It's so stupid. So we got that going on, and let's see what else. I think that's probably about it. But yeah, I mainly wanted to show you guys this picture, which is super duper huge now, apparently. Not sure why it's won't let me fit it exactly to the screen, but yep. Anyway, that's the storm picture I was wanting to show you guys earlier, and I took that today with my drone. All right, let's get in and play some Farming Simulator. What do you think? Is this the FS19 Platinum demo? Yes, it is, Steve. Gator, that was... I'm just looking over at my stream, and I just saw the cat GIF. Oh, that was so freaking funny. Steve K, those were some pictures of the brand new 890 jump in Star Citizen. It's a ship called the 890 jump. It's supposed to be getting released. Well, who knows? It just went to the Evocati test servers. It'll probably be there. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe just until the end of the week this week, and then it'll get moved on to concierge and subscribers. And then maybe a week or so after that, it'll go full release. I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that it gets a full release come September, but I guess we'll see. So that's what that is. Wild Drew says, "Farm Sim now, please." What do you plan on doing on the farming simulator? Well, we got to get our crops planted, and so I'll probably just start busting out all the tractors and everybody to plant that. So, okay, we got this guy set up for cotton, so he's all ready. Okay. There we go. All right. Hire the worker there. Apparently got to hire this worker too, since I didn't get all of this done last night. Uh-oh. Okay, we got to fill this up with seed. I guess we'll plant canola again over on field 109. So we'll just get him started, I suppose. Yeah, I'm sorry I got started so late today. I was just kind of doing some other things, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get onto the server to get this going, so here we are. Come on now. All right, hire the worker there. Savvy Alloy has left the server. Oh, come on. Sweet. Yeah, I gotta cultivate this up here before he gets to the end. So we'll do that really quick. So how are you guys doing today? Everybody doing all right? Everybody like absolutely shocked that I started the stream so late today? No more so than I am. I don't know that I'm going to be staying up to do all of the like fertilizing and everything. I don't think that I'm going to, but I don't know. We'll see. Just kind of depends on how quickly we get the seeding done, and once we get that done, you know, where crop prices are, how late Kevin stays up. That kind of stuff. All right. Well, this guy can continue on. So let's. So he's good. Now I can't remember. Okay, my big bud is not repaired. So I must not have repaired him after the last seeding. About fuel. Whoops. Oh yeah, we definitely need to repair that. Uh-oh. Shakes head. Kevin. Oh, I know. Trust me. Been there, done that. Up, water dog. I have the Steam version. Can I get mods from Giants? Yes, you can. But if you have the Giants version, you cannot get. Well, when you say mods, the mods on the Giants website should be the exact same mods that are in the in-game mod hub. Now, if you're talking about DLCs, that's a different story. The DLCs, if you have the Steam version, you cannot use this. Like, you can't get the what the heck? What is this? Oh, here you go. You cannot use the Steam DLCs on the disc version of the game. You have, it has to be the Steam version. But as far as mods, it doesn't matter because all mods are zip files. So it doesn't matter if you download them from the Mod Hub or from Giants website or from some other random website. You can get those. You can get those anywhere. Hope that makes sense. All right. All right, so we got soybeans lined up. And higher. All right, so we got canola going. What the heck? Why did he miss that whole line going up there? That's weird. Now I got to figure out where my other tractor is. Aha. Whoa. All right, so we got to load up with seed and fertilizer here. Let's see. Okay, so I've got canola in here. I'm going to switch over to soybeans only because I want to do a little bit of soybeans up here. I want to do some soybeans up in here, up in here, up in here. I'm gonna have to get all this machinery out of here too, like the trucks and the bale trailer there, all that good stuff. What are prices like? Pretty carpy. right. So we'll let him run just for a little bit. Helper E. Okay, he's up here. E. Ooh, I know what I want to do. Kind of. Well, let's see. Wait a second. I'm going to try to do another headland across the top here. I just have to kind of get... I'm not just driving around randomly. I'm trying to get this behemoth into position. That's what she said. Wait. He said? All right. All right, hired worker. We'll see if this works. If he can turn it around on his own. Hopefully he can. We got a bunch of combines up here. We got to get off the field. Get some horses for the farm. Well, I don't have anywhere to put them right now. That's the problem. Well, I guess I might be able to put them over near the green barn. I think I might actually move these guys over here. I'll keep like 2 of them up here and 2 combines down at the other farm, maybe. How's that sound? Mark Vanderhagen. Hey, Mark, how you doing? So Gamescom in Cologne, Germany started today. We got another farming simulator trailer, which is just, you know, in-game maps with some of the new equipment from Klaus. No word whatsoever on if there is any other competing, you know, if there's any other competing brands that are going to be added to the Platinum Edition. From what I've been hearing, though, it seems like the Platinum Edition is just going to be kind of like a gigantic Klaus DLC. So I don't know how I feel about that. I want a new map, but I don't want mod maps, really. Whoa. Like a big old bonk right there. It was a badonka bonk. Maybe it wasn't. Okay, never mind. Shh. Brad, be quiet. Miscellaneous buildings. Terrain cannot be deformed here. I'm not an animal. How close? Really? Oh. Nice. Okay, cool. I was kind of sweating that we weren't going to be able to put that there. That out there. And go to painting. No. I'm gonna get my gravel texture out here. I'll just paint in some gravel pathways, I suppose. heck is my Xbox controller doing that? My Xbox. Xbox. I kind of feel like this should be leveled. Let's go back over to, let's see here. I'm just gonna go flat. See, I don't think I can flatten this. Yeah, it's not gonna let me, really. Kind of. Alright. Okay, he's working there. And we'll bring him down here. All right. Wild Drew, how do you get this map? You go to American Eagles Modding and sign up on their forum because you have to make an account. You download the zip file for the mod, and then you have to manually copy it into your mods folder in the Farming Simulator 19 directory. What's really bothering me? Oh my gosh! What? Why is this bale on the the back lined up like that? Oh, now it's fine. Wow. Do you, Kevin from Kansas says, do you get that with all games? Do I get what with all games? Sorry. Old Mech Kato Kledolper says, so no new map on Platinum Edition. I heard it directly from Giants that no, there is no new map. So unless they were told to say that prior to Gamescom, then it doesn't look like we're getting a map. Now, obviously that could change, but being that we got the like the Gamescom trailer and then the Kloss announcement trailer with no new, backgrounds, because typically they would hint a new map, though they wouldn't really, they would kind of keep the shots of it limited. That has not happened. In both trailers, in both video trailers, we see basically Ravenport and Felsbrunn, or whatever the German map is called. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I had some hiccups there. Annabelle Fire is late. Alright. I forgive you this time. But only this time. I'm just kidding. Only this once. Could you imagine, being so shallow? Oh, I'll be like, no, I'm never forgiving you. How can you do this to me? That Mad Gamer, sup, boys? I just bought FS, which is Fart Smack. Wait, PC. What's the best map to do cows and sheeps on? Or console? I have no idea. Because, you know what, the consoles only have like 3 maps anyway, so. I'm kidding, they have like 6. At which point I'm actually not kidding. Oh, let's fire him. Let's do some manual fielding here. Now some weeds pop up. Great. See, Annabelle Fire says, I was finishing preparing for my birthday tomorrow. I'm going to be 29. Well, happy day before your birthday. And if I don't see you tomorrow, happy birthday. It's the last year of adolescence, kind of. You hit 30 and it's all downhill from there. Actually, like if I could choose an age to be like forever, like if I could live forever, like if I got a genie in a bottle and they were like, what do you want? I would be like, I want, like, one of my wishes would be I want to live forever, and then my next wish would be I want to be like aged 30 forever, and then my third wish would be I want to be indestructible so that nothing can like harm me. So basically I will never age, I'll live forever, and well, okay, let's see. I don't know if I would really want to, like, truly want to live forever. Like when I really think about it, I'm like, do I really want to live forever? Because like, what would happen if like the Earth, like everybody nuked each other, but because I was like indestructible, I was like, I'd be like Charlton Heston in the Planet of the Apes. I'd be like the only human left. Right? I mean, that's kind of like, that would suck. And then I'd have to live for like 1,000,000 years. And so, I don't know how that would work out. That would be like an episode for the Twilight Zone. Did they ever do an episode like that for the Twilight, like the original? I'm not talking about like the 80s Twilight Zone, because it wasn't that good. The movie was alright, but the TV series was kind of meh. And then, I don't know about this new Twilight Zone. Apparently they came out with a brand new Twilight Zone series, which are basically just like, kind of like copies of the original Twilight Zone episodes, just like updated and modernized and, you know, social justice warriorized, I guess. And so I don't know really how I feel about those new ones, but I don't know, it is what it is. But like, what would happen if you could live forever, not age, and you were indestructible? Like in 4 billion years, if like mankind still had not developed interstellar travel and you still haven't met any aliens, like, what would happen? Like, would you just, like, the Earth would be like dying, but you're indestructible, so you're like, I think I'll just go swimming in the lava today, or, you know, whatever. The meteor storm, oh no, like, we're getting sucked into the sun. Like, what do you do then? Helper eye is oh, brother. Every stream we talk about TV shows and movies. Not every stream. I mean, you could be like, instead of living forever, you could say like, okay, this would be a better choice. Number one, you would wish to be 30 for the rest of your life. Number two, you wish to be indestructible for 100,000 years. And then the third wish is you want to live in it at least until your indestructibility runs out, and then you will like age and die like everybody else. Is that a little bit? That might be a little bit fairer. Wavy FN, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome. Well, I don't know why I'm singing it like that. Do you guys know? Because I don't. I do not know these things. Alright, well, anyways. Alright, let's get out the old Xbox controller here for a moment, just to do some steering. Alright, I'm going to hire the worker right here. We're just going to clear this really quick. And then we'll have to finish doing this, because I got a feeling that he's going to be done putting down cotton fairly quickly. Jesse Gambino! Hey Jesse, how are you doing tonight? Yeah, cultivate this and he'll pretty much be done. Might not have access to that land, but I sure have access to this land. I'm honestly scared for the 20th of next month. What is on the 20th of next month? He'll be like, my hemorrhoid surgery. I'd be like, yeah, that'd be something to be scared about. No, I don't know. Let's see what he's scared about. Let's see. Farmer Chris, hello. Uh-oh. Really? I didn't get all this done before? I guess I didn't. The so-called raid of Area 51. Well, one of two things are going to happen. Well, three things are going to happen. One, it won't happen because anybody that actually thinks that they could go to Area 51 and raid the base and not die is a moron. Just putting it out there. Not, 1 + 1 = 2. Raid Area 51, you're an idiot. And you deserve whatever punishment the U.S. Air Force or U.S. military dole out. Number two, people do try to raid the base and they get their heads blown off in mass quantities. In a way, it would be a lot of probably good culling of stupidity from the world. Just having those people out of the gene pool might be a good idea. That's so terrible. Obviously, I hope that doesn't happen. Number three, people run out and try to Naruto run to the base. They end up looking like a bunch of idiots. All of the soldiers protecting Area 51 laugh their asses off to the point where they literally cannot move. And then they get up and then arrest everybody, put them on buses, and then put them in like a big hangar. The aliens come in with their little like memory stick things where they're like click and then they forget anything that they saw on the base, and then they're all prosecuted and they stay in jail for like 25 years for acts of terrorism against the United States military. I would say number three is probably the most likely to happen, but you just never know. Jesse says, Brad, how you doing? I'm actually doing pretty good, I guess. Certainly not doing bad. Why is he backing up? I don't know why he's backing up. Why does he do this to me? Hire the worker there. He's doing good. Okay, he is pretty much, this will be his last pass down, so we'll kind of follow him, keep him going. I once saw someone try to Naruto run and rolled their face on the pavement. See how dumb of an idea it is? Just not a good idea. They have a right to shoot because they are trespassing on federal property. Well, they have a right to shoot because it's a military base. But typically, even if you go on to Area 51, they're not going to use lethal force unless they see that you have a gun. Otherwise, they'll arrest you. They're not just going to go and like kill you just for being on the base. I would say, honestly, though, I would say the thing that's most likely to probably happen is you'll get a bunch of like Area 51 nerds that'll just meet up somewhere in the vicinity of Area 51, and they'll have like a LAN party or something and meetings, and they'll have like Bob Lazar out to give like a presentation or something, and then that'll pretty much be it. That's what I would guess will happen, or would happen. I don't know, but we'll find out. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm not scared. Like I said, if there are people that are dumb enough to go out there and get their heads shot off, then that's on them. I would not blame the U.S. military in any way, shape, or form for, you know, doing so. You do stupid stuff, you suffer the consequences. That's essentially life. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's the meme, isn't it? I think I'm pretty sure it is. All right, I'm gonna hire him, and we're gonna check on this guy because he got himself stuck. Like I kind of knew he would, because we didn't do enough headlands here. So let's go to the headland. I'm sure they're stockpiling up on beanbag round. They could be. Having actually been shot by a beanbag, I've been shot by a beanbag and I've been shot by a rubber bullet. I'm kind of at odds as to which one sucked worse. I think the beanbag sucked worse. I got shot in the stomach with the beanbag, and I got shot in the back. I know once, and maybe it was twice with a rubber bullet. I don't know what caliber it was, if it was like 9mm or if it was like rubber buckshot from a shotgun. I don't know. I was pretty young then. And I just do not remember. You know, I didn't even see. There were people running. I was see my dad. If you guys have, you know, watched my streams, I told you that my dad used to shoot video. Wait, helper eye is complete. Oh, he is empty. My dad used to shoot video for like these anti-war protesters, basically. Kind of like a peace group. And I can't remember exactly how he got involved with it. I think it was because he used to like volunteer for like public access TV, like back in the 80s. And so he actually went in and like took classes on how to work the video cameras and how to work all the editing gear. And so, you know, different people, if they wanted other people to shoot video, they would be like, you know, hey, Brad M73's dad, you know, do you want to help us out? And he would go and help. And so anyway, we were out at this, there used to be a uranium processing facility in Southwest Ohio called Fernald. It was near Ross, Ohio. You can probably Google it. I believe it's spelled Fernald. I think it's F-E-R-N-A-L-D or F-U-R-N-A-L-D. But it's basically like this facility. It had a big long road going back to it. There were kind of trees surrounding it. Back where the quote-unquote factory was, it was painted red and white, like the old Roston Purina. You know, the company that makes like Roston Purina pet foods and Chex cereal and a bunch of other stuff. It was painted basically to look like one of the Roston Purina factories. Or I don't know, it was always kind of unclear as to if that's actually why it was painted that color, but regardless, that's the color it was painted, okay? All right, guys, that's it. And we would go out there every once in a while. I remember probably going out there at least 3 times, maybe 4 times, something like that. Like I remember one time, it was like me, my dad, and there was this other guy. And we just went out there to take some stock footage, like B-roll kind of stuff, so that while they were, doing while these other people were doing interviews, they had stuff to cut to. Okay, really easy. Oh. And so anyway, we're out, we would go out, we would shoot this video, we would shoot down the, down the big driveway. Usually like a police car would come out, or not even a police car, but like an unmarked car, and they would, sit about, 100, 150 feet inside the... They didn't have a gate. There wasn't like there was a security gate way down inside there, but there wasn't like out by the main road. And wait a second, there we go. But there was a line, there was like a white line that was painted across the road, and that was actually their property line. And so you weren't allowed to cross that line unless you like had, I guess maybe like if you were like, oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, but you could get into some serious doo-doo if you cross that line. So we would go out there, we'd shoot some video, we'd get like maybe 5-10 minutes of video footage. Dad would film the guys sitting in the car. Helper C is blocked. Oh, brother. Anyway, he would film. We would get back in the van and we would leave. But one time they had these protests out there, and the protesters kept pushing across that line on the road, and they came out there and they were like, we're not gonna do this. If you come across the line, you're gonna get arrested. So there was like this guy from Cincinnati. I think his name was Maurice McCracken. He was like a well-known like peace protester back in the 80s. He passed away some years ago now, but I think it was him. It might not have been him. But I remember there was a man in a wheelchair that kept pushing himself across the line, and the guards there. Now they had like that day they had like police there, but they were, I guess they were federal police, or maybe like they were DOE, which is the Department of Energy. They had like a SWAT team there, I think. But this old guy kept pushing himself across the line in protest. So what did they do? They came to arrest him, and everybody got really mad, rushed the line, and the police, they just basically started, shooting off tear gas and rubber bullets into the crowd. And I took a rubber bullet or two. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2. I know, obviously I knew I took at least 1 in the back, because I was like running away, because all I heard was gunshots. Like, oh my gosh, they're killing people. And my dad's like, get in the van. And so I just jumped in the van. He threw all of his camera equipment in there, and we got out of Dodge as fast as we could. And then then I got shot in the stomach with a beanbag round from a shotgun. Whenever you go through less lethal training, which is training either in the law enforcement or military, where you have to use less lethal rounds, you have to be shot by them. And you can choose where you want to get shot typically, if you want it to be in the butt or the back or the leg or the stomach. And I for whatever reason, chose the stomach. And so they made me put this like vest on. It was kind of a padded vest. And they're like, you're not going to like getting shot in the stomach. I got shot in the stomach with this thing. It knocked the air out of my lungs. I couldn't breathe. I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm glad that I put that, at least had that vest on, because if I had not had that on, it would have sucked at least 52 times more. No, maybe not. But it would have been way worse and not felt good. So, yeah. So those are some interesting stories. When are you gonna do a live stream on Ravenport? I don't know, FS19 player. Actually, I might switch over and do live streams on Ravenport when the class stuff comes out. Because class is European, Ravenport map is European. Hello. Oh, there we go. And so, if I'm going to do it, that's probably when it'll be. But I don't, don't know 100% for sure. Sir Beans, we want to go to canola of rock and roller, yo. Okay. I'd rather get shot on the stomach. You say that, like, if you have to take a real bullet, you do not want to get shot in the stomach. It's like the worst place to get shot. Because you've got, like, all the nerves from, like, all your vital organs. Plus, yeah, it's just a bad day to get shot, like, anywhere in the torso. Unless it's kind of, like, off to the side where you just have fat and muscle. But, yeah, if you take it in any of your organs, it's not a good... You're not going to have a good day. Personally, I'd rather not get shot at all. Just saying. I try to stay out of situations that would get me shot. Yeah, so I think at that protest, I think that was the last time we ended up going to any of the protests, because I actually kind of got mad at the people, at the peace people, because had they not rushed the line, the police there, I'm kind of one of those people that you learn from your mistakes, and then if you're smart, you learn what mistakes not to make preemptively, as to not get yourself in trouble, or not get yourself hurt, or not get yourself killed, right? Common sense tells me that if you mess with the police, they're going to make your day not very comfortable. And, even protesting, I think there's a right and a wrong way to protest. I think that these people were probably kind of the mindset that, the sky is falling when it really wasn't. And, they're worrying about all these things that they don't have control of anyway. No amount of protesting is going to change that. And, so in my mind, I'm like, don't screw with the police, right? And so, yeah, so they did, and, you know, even people that, you know, I was just there kind of having fun. I peed on an electric fence there once. That wasn't fun. Don't ever do that. We were out there actually, it was one of the times where we were, it might have been the first time we went out there, because we were shooting B-roll. And I'm like, I got to go to the bathroom. And my dad's like, go over there behind those pine trees. And so the Department of Energy owned all these cattle that they had in the field surrounding this Fernald facility. And they had electric fences out there. I didn't even know what an electric fence was at that age. Because I don't know, I was probably like 10, 11, 12, like somewhere in that range. And so I, you know, whip out my business and start going to the bathroom, and just, I was like, I'm gonna pee on this fence right there, woohoo, because that's what boys do. They're like, we gotta pee on things. Oh, there's a rock over there, that'll make it more interesting. But I'm like, nope, I'm gonna pee on this fence that's like 3 inches away from my swingling ding. And yeah, it did not end well. I wouldn't recommend it at all. Baba Bong says, only 20 likes. That don't seem right. Like Spike. But he's like, like Spike. Come on, guys. We got 40 people watching. Let's see if we can get all 40 likes. Hit that like button right now. Actually, I might even go and join in on the fun. I'm going to join in on the fun. It's after midnight. Yeah. Everybody's like unsubscribing because of the awesome singing. All right, we're at 27 likes, 1 dislike, which is fine by me. People, you know, I'm always like, do people think I get like hurt when they dislike? I don't know. I don't know if they do. I honestly don't. Because it really doesn't matter to me all that much, I guess. Maybe very slightly, but in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't. Uh-oh. Actually, what I'm going to do here, I think. All right. Okay. Alright, so we got canola. Okay, we got the weed pass coming down. Let's let's just go get our manual weeder here. And we can just get him working on it so that we don't have to spend as much money spraying. I almost kind of feel like buying another small tractor with one of these manual weeders for situations like right now. There, that's why I was wanting to. Whoop. So we'll just kind of head down to this other end of the field. Steve Irwin, look over there. It's a armed officer, one of the fiercest creatures in the concrete jungle. I'm gonna poke it with a stick. Well, we all know what happened to Steve Irwin. Rest his soul. He was a great guy, but of course, like, when he got killed, he wasn't even really like, well, no, I guess they were kind of out shooting video and stuff. Gosh, that's so terrible. Still makes me sad. Baba Bong says, I watched a horse pee on an electric fence. He jumped like 5 feet. I've seen horses like touch electric fences. Haven't seen one pee on one. That would be that would be terrible. Let's see. Steve K says, in Afghanistan, we shot someone in the butt with a rubber bullet from a 203. He could not sit for 2 days. It was so funny. Oh yeah, I'd believe it too. Michael Levine, hey Brad, it's been a long time since I've seen your streams, but I'm back. Well, welcome back, Michael. So I'm just like reading up through all of the comments here. See, we're up to 34 likes. Come on, guys, we only need 6 more likes to get to 40. Let's do it. When are you gonna do? See, hey, Daddy, Bratty, or Bratty Dad, neither. I know you play on PC. I play on Xbox One, and my friends can't join my game. It's open to the public, no password. Can you give me some advice? Unfortunately, since I don't know how the console versions work, I can't. It's not that I can't. Like I won't. It's that I actually don't know. So unfortunately, I don't know. I wish I could help you, but I don't. And I don't think that Giants is going to buy me an Xbox so that I can figure it out. That'd be nice if they did, though, but I don't think that is happening. No, 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 no. Oh, man, he started. Okay. All right, so this guy's finished. If it's anything like getting shot by a paintball gun without protection, then yikes. And then, let's see, the Mad Gamer says airsoft. A paintball actually contains about, I think it's about 12 joules of energy at 200 feet per second, I think. Like 200 or 250 feet per second. An airsoft BB at 400 feet per second only has about like 1 point. Well, let's see. At 300 feet per second, an airsoft BB, depending on the weight, they have like different weights of BBs, but a 0.2 gram BB, which is probably the most commonly used, has about 1 joule of muzzle energy. The even lighter weight, the really crappy BBs, the 0.12 grams, have a lot less than 1 joule. They sting really good when they hit you, but it's generally not enough to puncture skin. But you know, going from airsoft, even like a high velocity sniper rifle in airsoft, which can puncture skin at close ranges, they generally have less than 2.5 joules of impact energy. A standard paintball would have closer to about, like I said, 12 to 14 joules. And I think that's at either 200 or 250 feet per second. So even, you know, more energy at the same or less velocity. A rubber bullet actually has closer to 20 joules of impact energy. And then the rubber grenades, I can't remember exactly what those are. I know that they're more than 20. They're probably in between 20 and 30. But because it's larger and the impact area is spread out a little bit more, it might be a little bit more difficult to, to do the calculations on how much impact energy like a human body is actually going to receive from one of those things. The less lethal shotgun round, I think those are... Now, those can be lethal. Like, if you get shot in the head with one, it could potentially kill you. That's why they stopped calling them non-lethal and switched to less lethal, because they can still kill. I mean, there was actually a girl, I remember this. She was, I think, at a baseball game, like I want to say it was like either a Boston Red Sox game or like a Yankees game or something. And it's either in Boston or like one of those New York teams, like the Red Sox or the White Sox or whatever sock color they are. And there was some kind of a riot or something that happened after a game where police officers were deploying pepper balls. Now, if you don't know what a pepper ball is essentially a paintball. It has like a plastic, kind of like a plastic stabilization cap on the back that actually acts as something kind of like a fin on a missile, or like the feathers on an arrow, to keep it more stable in flight, so that it'll fly straighter and fly further. Paintballs are notoriously inaccurate because the paint sloshes around inside the ball. The ball isn't rock hard, so it deforms and air flows around it, and all kinds of weird things happen. So if you've ever played paintball, you know for a fact that paintball guns are not really very accurate. But anyways, with pepper balls, they have like these plastic kind of not sheaths, but like kind of like a stabilizer on the back. So it's a little bit more mass than a paintball, but the ball itself, instead of containing paint, which it does actually include an ultraviolet dye. It's usually like a pink color, and then even if that washes off, if they have like an ultraviolet or a UV flashlight, it'll still light you up for about 5 days, maybe 7 days if you don't shower as much. Well, I don't know, if you don't shower much. If you're like Anthony Krukowski and you don't like shower for months at a time, then obviously it's going to stay on you. That's so terrible. But anyway, she got shot right in the eye socket and it killed her. And so yeah, again, but she, unfortunately, that was a situation where she was just in the wrong place at totally the wrong time, and unfortunately, it ended very badly. Let's fire you for a second. This is going to be really weird when the next weed pass comes. Actually, let's go ahead. Let's see here. Let's scroll down. I gotta scroll back down. I'm scrolled way up. Let's see. F to pay respects. And then, okay. 99% almost done. Jaden Dietz says, hey, I'm new to your channel, but I love your channel so much, and I want to tell you to keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Jaden. I appreciate that. Let's see. I laughed myself to tears typing that. Wait. Typing F or the Steve Irwin thing? Fart Nichols. gotta switch back to the soybeans. Good thing I caught that, because then I would have had the same problem that we had before with the soybeans. Or the canola, I mean. Okay. Trying this again. Can a laptop play Farming Simulator 19? If so, what would be a good one to get? That is a very, very generalized question. The answer is yes. But there's a lot of caveats there, like how much money you got to spend, because you know, if you want a really good gaming experience with high frame rates and all that good stuff, you know, the more money that you spend, like on a gaming laptop that has a, you know, better graphics card in it and a you know, faster CPU and more RAM and a better hard drive, you know, the better your gaming experience is going to be. So it's kind of like, you know, what's your budget? You know, like a $300 or $400 laptop might end up playing it, but it's not going to be, you know, it's going to have a low frame rate, and it's just not going to be a nice experience. But I mean, for, you know, $1,000 to maybe $1,300, you're going to be able to get like a pretty nice, you know, mid-range gaming laptop. I recommend the Asus ROG or Republic of Gamers laptops. They have some really nice ones that are in that price range, you know, about $1,000 to $1,300, that are really good to start out with. So yeah. Are you freaking kidding me, little guy? All right. So we're going to go up here. We're going to continue on weeding. We're going to have like a strip down through there. I guess we're going to have to weed later. Bye. Anthony Krakowski says, need more coffee, please. I would love to drink more coffee, but I think I would stay up all night if I did. Big farm fields like Saskatchewan. Wait, what? Oh, like the Saskatchewan map, maybe? Oh. I don't know this stuff. You kidding me? JD Arbuckle, welcome back. Actually, let's go down here. Right. All right. Duh, I can't see. There we go. All right. Ha 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 ha. The province of Canada. No, I know that. I'm just like, there was a Saskatchewan map for like, I don't know, one of the farming simulators. I didn't know if there was one that was available for Farming Sim 19 or not. I thought that might be what you were talking about. I've never been to Saskatchewan. All I know is they have a lot of Saskatchewatches up there. Sasquatches. Something like that. I don't know. The only areas I've ever really been in, I've flown over Canada multiple times. I've flown over that big, like, meteor crater, which is like, I couldn't even tell you where in Canada it is. It's kind of like way north of Toronto, kind of. Somewhere kind of in the northeastern part of Canada. And if you actually look at it on a map, it is literally a meteor crater. It's basically like a big ring. It looks like a big ring, and it's, you know, millions of years old or something. And anyway, you know, while flying over to Europe, if your plane's coming in right, you know, just the right direction, which I think it would, like if I was flying into Detroit, I think that's when I would see that. But I guess it would just depend on the time of day, visibility, that kind of stuff. But I had seen it maybe twice on trips from the United States to Europe. Anyway, aside from that, you know, I've been to like Niagara Falls, both, you know, the New York and Canadian side. I've been up to Toronto a few times. And I've driven back kind of on the northern side of Lake Erie between like Toronto and Windsor, which is over by Detroit. But in the middle of the night, you know, it basically was exactly like driving any highway in the middle of the night. Except if you get a speeding ticket, you can just be like, and never pay it, because then you don't, you know, you never have to go back to Canada again. What's going on with this dude? Is he all planted? Yeah, for the most part. Anthony says, I've been to Yellowknife in Canada. I don't even know where that is. Probably the first time I've ever heard of it. I've heard of Saskatchewan, though. I know it's not literally called Saskatchewan, because there's Sasquatches there, but it's Saskatchewan. I watched Highway to Hell on, A&E or whatever that series is, about those, like, Canadian tow truck driver guys. Does that count as going to Canada? Probably not, if I had to guess. Obviously it doesn't count. Duh, Brad. Alright, let's hire the worker here. I want to go into manscaping. Wait. We gotta go to painting. Ground tile. Oh, this is where it's gonna get fun. Boom. Alright. See, this is like the default texture, and then this is like the texture from, I don't know, whatever's going on with this texture pack that he's using. I don't like it, but I don't have a choice either, so I just got to deal with it. Michael Levine says Yellowknife is a city in the territories. I mean, I assumed it was like a city of some sort, but which territory? I don't know where it is. He's still working there. He's still working there. He's almost done here. Hopefully all this will come down and we'll get plenty of stuff to spray here. The poor little helper C is just up there like, okay guys, I'm up here spraying. What do I do? What is the best crop in the game? There isn't really like a best crop. I tend to like canola and soybeans because they're, pretty easy to do and maintain and everything. And it doesn't really matter which crop you farm. You basically want to make sure that you do all the weeding, all the seeding, or not. Well, you have to do the seeding, all the weeding, all the fertilizing, and that kind of stuff, because that's what's going to help you get the best, crop yield. So you're going to get more crop for doing those things. And then, you know, making sure that you've got enough storage in your silos. So, buying additional silos, and also selling the right crop. Like, you just don't want to go and just sell your crop, because the prices fluctuate, and you want to kind of, you know, take note of what the, you know, how the prices go up and down, and make sure that you sell them when the price is high as possible. Sometimes that can be difficult to do. Sometimes you might only want to sell like a little bit of your crop instead of all of it, you know, just to make some money so you can buy seed or fertilizer or whatever you need. And then when the price goes up high enough, you know, you sell the rest of it. So yeah, sugar beets and potatoes are the best crops to do in the game. No, they're not, Anthony. Be quiet. Stop trolling. You're supposed to be a moderator. Instead, you're like trolling people. Oh, Anthony. Wait, is he going to start right there? I guess he is going to start right there. What in the... Fart nuggets. Yeah, I ended up seeding the wrong seed on this field, so I got to go back and fix it all again. Fart knuckles. All right, I'm just going to hire the worker. Hope for the best. Australia, great beaches, very nice women. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? I would live in the United States, because we have the lowest taxes and generally the safest, you know, cities. I mean, you ask people like from other places in the world, a lot of times they will, you know, there's people that, you know, die to come to the United States. But yeah, I would definitely say, I mean, there's nice places to visit, but, you know, if I wanted to live somewhere permanently, I am very thankful that I was born in the United States. Because you know, you think about the people that are like born in Africa or the Middle East, or, you know, where they don't have the clean water and the, you know, low crime that we have, and the the technologies that we have here, the healthcare. I mean, there's just so many other things that people should be thankful for but aren't. You know what I mean? Oh wait, this is all canola here. Oh, no, it's not. It's not planted yet. Let's see here. And people are fleeing the United States to come to Canada. Ha 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 ha. No, they're actually really not. Like all the people that are like, I'm gonna go to Canada if Trump gets, that just never happened. There are a few people that did, but I mean, it's not like this big mass exodus situation like they were claiming. Like Rosie O'Donnell is still here, unfortunately. Whoopi Goldberg is still here. When when you boil it down, and they're like, yeah, I get, that was something stupid to say. And then they're all like, no, we didn't say that. And then, obviously there's the sound bites to prove that they did, but yeah, I don't think the few thousand people that are fleeing the United States to Canada aren't really making the wisest decisions. And they'll probably come back when Trump's not in office. When they have another socialist dictator in office, I guess. Let's see. I was wondering when you were going to realize you planted the wrong... Well, thanks for telling me, Connor. You could have been like, hey, you're planting the wrong seed. And then I would have noticed it like half hour ago. Well, the people that are flooding the system in Canada aren't Americans fleeing the United States to Canada. I can tell you that. They're they're refugees from like Syria and other countries, because we're having the same problem. People are coming up through Mexico, and it's not Mexicans. It's not it's people from like Honduras and Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil. Nicaragua. I mean, a lot of those war-torn countries, you've got people, coming to the United States or trying to immigrate to Canada and so on. So, and Anthony Krukowski says, if Hillary got into office, I was ready to leave the United... No, you wouldn't have left. I had to suffer however many years of Obama, so, I wasn't going to leave for him. All right, so I think let's go back down here. And, I don't think Obama was a bad person or anything. I just didn't agree. I just don't agree with his politics. I think he was well spoken, and I don't think that he was like the best leader. But I don't think he was a bad person. Hillary Clinton, I think, yeah, she's kind of like, I don't know. What? I've always felt that I've had a good sense when it comes to like reading people, and there's certain people that I've encountered in my life that just give me the heebie-jeebies, And I don't know, she's definitely one of them. But anyways, let's not talk about that anymore. All right, so I got to go up there. We got to hit that little spot. What is this down here? Why, again, why is there like a little spot of canola there? Okay, somebody's tank is empty. Great. We just got a new subscriber. Who is that? Mike Custom Speed Shop. Welcome aboard, Mike. Obama was better than Bush Jr. Okay, well, like I said, Anthony, we're not going to talk about this anymore. You're definitely wrong there, but Okay, I'm just gonna go down here. We're gonna pick up the rest of this. Okay, is this the helper that stopped unexpectedly? Yes. All right. Well, I'm trying to think here. Folding this up. So we got fertilizer, canola. Or, well, seed. I think I'll just bring the other seeder up to finish this field off when I'm done with field, what was it, 98? Yes. Squeaky, I come here to watch farming, not... I didn't start it. I'm not the one talking it. I just said of all the places I would like to live, it would be the United States. Let's see here. Alright, I'm just going to go all the way across down here because I'm not exactly sure what I've hit or missed. So just to make sure I get everything, we're just going to go all the way down across here. Ooh, we're getting low on fertilizer too. Yikes. I wonder, you know what? I'm probably gonna have to bring. Darn it! I'm probably gonna have to bring the cultivator down if I want to knock that little spot out. Ugh. All right, I see where I need to go. I think it, oh yeah, it's this spot right here. Not sure if you can see kind of like this little rectangle right here. That's what I gotta hit. And I guess I'll hit it up. I'm gonna hit it up this way because it's longer than my cedar is wide. So we're just gonna, right there, okay. I don't know, 9%. Yeah, well, yeah, we should have enough to finish up the field over here. No. No, I didn't. Okay, there we go. Is the big seeder done? Okay, so this field's done. We're basically done seeding just this last little bit. And except for this down here, I'm going to go back down there and check that out here in a moment. So we'll see what's going on with that. It looks like, I don't know why the cedar is like missing or hitting that. I have no idea. I don't even remember driving down there with this cedar. Maybe I did. I don't know. All right. I'm going to hire the worker. Let's see. Let's go down here. Where is it? Where? So if I'm like right here, it should be like right up in here. You know what I think would be really nice is to have like, what was that game that had crop vision? Where you could like hold a button down and you could like you could see the soil and it would like light up and you had like, you could tell like the condition of your crops. Oh. I cannot, for the life of me, remember which game that is. All right, let's go into the garage and we can pick up. I just want to take care of this now. I know it's like a big pain. It is for me. I just want to get it taken care of. See, it's like this little splotch right there. I don't know why it's like that. It's almost like it's right. I can't even see it. It's got to be like right over here. Like right here or something. Let's see if that got it. Ugh. Wait. Okay, now I think I got it. And we'll just be able to buzz right up there with the planter. Actually, let's switch to it Let's switch to it. Plant the rest of the cotton just to be sure. I don't want to have to come back later and be like, hey. And we are done. Maybe. Boom, all white. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. What I want to do now is we got to get the weeders out and we got to start weeding. So let's get that started. Just a moment. Shauna! Hey Shauna, how are you doing tonight? Long time no see. Michael Levine says, nice, I love playing golf. I'm playing golf in the AM. Oh, I haven't played golf in a long time. Gosh. I haven't played golf since back in the 90s. And I remember going out, I was going to go play golf with a friend. So I used to have my own golf clubs and everything. And I went over to my dad's house to get my golf clubs, and like, I guess my dad, we used to have a few cats. We used to have one cat. It got preggers and had 3 cats, and then like one of those cats got preggers and had 3 more. My dad was like the kind of person, he didn't want to give them all away. So my dad basically became like the crazy cat man, I guess. And so he built this like contraption in our garage, and the cats like completely trashed the garage. Like freaking destroyed it. And I go out there to pick up my golf clubs, and my golf clubs are, oh no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Alright. So yeah, it just was a disaster. Okay, wait a second. What a... Okay, so that's all fertilizer. Good, good. But yeah, my golf clubs were just absolutely destroyed, and I was so mad because they were a really nice set of golf clubs that I bought like in the early 90s. All right, so now we can go back and pick up the fertilizer. If I can squeeze around here, yeah. JD Arbuckle, good night. Does mini golf count? Not really. I mean, it's fundamentally like a different game. Mini golf is like a putting game, whereas like, you know, full course golf is, you know, you have to be able to know how to hit the ball, hit it accurately, how to slice, or what is it? Is it cut? No, it's slice, or what's the other? When you make the ball go the other direction of the slice. Slicing is like one direction, and then anyway, there's a way that you can hit your golf ball so that it makes the ball kind of like go straight and then kind of cut to the left or right. And so there's that, which you don't do in putt-putt or mini golf or whatever you want to call it. I still call it putt-putt because that's what we called it when I was a kid. Blows the top up. All right. So do I have both Did I put both sprayers down here, or just one, or what? I guess I put them both here. All right. So I guess what I'll do is I will turn around, right, you know, and we'll just start spraying. We'll spray down the field. Actually, I'll just hire the worker. He should go all the way down. Turn around and come back, though he might stop eventually. Come on. Okay. So both of them are full. And I guess we're just going to have to go straight across. We'll probably have some areas on this field, probably a lot of areas that aren't. It's like this big like wedge of, well, this 108's even worse. We'll be able to kind of do like the headlands on that field, but then going around it, we'll have to come back and do it again. Do it again, do it again. At least we're not on a stage 1 growth cycle, so we can kind of see where everything is. Where do all the weeds come from? Just here and there, the wind. Birds. I mean, if you have weeds like along your fence lines on your fields, you'll get, you know, you'll have to, well, like all their seeds and everything will blow out onto the field. The one thing that I kind of wish, because in real life you don't have like perfectly even weeds all the way across the field, and I think there is an actual DLC, not a DLC, but like a mod. It might be called Real Weeds or something like that, where instead of having like this perfect patch of weeds, you know, it's only, you know, in sections around your field that you have to go and do. Helper Jay's completed his task. That is the other weeder. All right. So I'm going to hire him. Let's go down. And again, like everything that I'm spraying with the herbicide right now, the weeds will not grow in those areas in the future. So very important to remember that if you don't want to have a bunch of dead weeds in your field. Now, as far as I'm aware, I don't think the dead weeds contribute anything. I don't think they contribute anything at all to you know, the health of the crop. Like, I don't think you see like a, you know, even a slight decrease in the yield because you have all these dead plants on there. I could be wrong. Maybe it does, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. All right. Shauna says, I've been busy with life stuff. Yeah, I hear there's always life stuff going on. Always. Do you have your Star Wars Millennium Falcon on display? No, I don't. I just smashed the cockpit on it. Actually, the DeLorean smashed the cockpit on it. So I'm gonna have to go back and like repair that. Basically, I moved house about a little less than 2 years ago, and when I moved, I had started working on the DeLorean project. And because it was going into fall, I didn't want to start painting because I don't like painting when it's cold because the cold weather messes with your paint. You know, especially if you're doing airbrushing. You know, you want like a really nice warm environment. Usually a dry environment, and I don't have a moisture trap for my. Oh, excuse me. I don't have a moisture trap for my airbrush, which I need to badly buy. Anyways, boom. All right. Oh, we have to do all this down here too, don't we? Yeah. Any of this dark area, we're gonna have to spray. So no, I don't have it. And actually, I just saw a company in Hong Kong that sells like completed inner hulls with lighting and LED, like professional LED lighting in the whole 9 yards. It absolutely looks freaking beautiful, and I'm trying to get in contact with the company to see you know, if they sell to the United States, because if they do, I'm actually going to tear the Millennium Falcon all the way down and install and buy one of those kits and install it. Because I mean, I did a pretty good job on the interior, but you know, this has got like hallway lighting, and it's just a beautifully done interior. And they're like, you know, like the little blinky, you know, like the little panel in the hold, it's got lights and they blink, and it's freaking awesome. And it's like, it'll probably be less than $200, and I'm like, okay, that's worth doing it. The DeLorean should be done by January or February of next year, and my plan is once that's done, I can finally get my workspace. I can get all the DeLorean boxes and magazines and everything cleared out, and I can devote all my time back to doing the, you know, finishing up the Millennium Falcon. If I had to guess, I probably have maybe 3 months worth of like paint work to do on it. So, I mean, it's not going to be an insignificant task by any stretch to complete the Millennium Falcon. I mean, if I did it like if I did it like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I'd probably be looking at least 2 weeks of painting. But you know, I'm probably gonna like take my time doing it. I'm not gonna be able to do it like every day for like a week or two straight, even though I probably should. And you know, because I've already got all the base coat stuff done. Wait, did he stop? He did stop. What's going on here? Thought I hired a worker. Anyway, back to the Millennium Falcon. Base coat. I've got all the base coat stuff done. It's really having to add all of the little, like, square patches and red patches and stuff all over the surface and then I have to weather those patches, and then essentially coat that, like do like probably like a mask, like a flat clear coat, and then I'll actually have to start doing all the weathering to it, and it is it's a lot of work, especially on a I mean, this isn't like a little model that you can just like do a quick wash on, you know. And when I say a wash, I mean like, you know, some, you know, dirty paint colors and just do a wash and wipe it off. I mean, this is like a huge model. It's like it's like 2 feet, just the main discs are like 2 feet across. So it weighs like 28 pounds or something. So it's not something that you can just easily flip over and, like, you know, do the bottom. You know, you have to kind of pull everything apart and separate everything so that you can get to everything to paint it. It's kind of a nightmare, to be honest with you. And the crazier thing is, this company in Hong Kong, they'll actually sell you a fully completed one for less than $2,000 that's professionally painted. I haven't actually seen what their paint job looks like, but like going by what the interior looks like, and if they do a good enough job or a similar job on the exterior, it'll be like, I'm just going to throw mine in the trash and buy a new one. No, I'm not going to do that. That would be horrible. But I will be like, why did I go to all this work? Can I fill? Guess not. Let's pull up here a little bit more. There we go. Would you build the Bismarck model? No, because it's a British ship, and I don't have any connection to British naval battleships or whatever. So no, I wouldn't do that one. I would, if they came out with like a parts work USS Enterprise, and I'm not even talking about the one like the, you know, Star Trek one. I'm talking about like the aircraft carrier Enterprise, especially if it was one of the new ones. I would seriously consider doing. Yeah, because I think the Enterprise that they decommissioned was a Nimitz class, if I'm not mistaken, and then the new one is what class are the new aircraft carriers? Aw. Let's see here. Okay, I was gonna look it up, but then I'm like, nah, it's all right. What the monkey just happened? Build the General Lee. There's not a company that has a nice one, and I'm not like a super big fan of Dukes of Hazzard. Like, I liked them when I was a kid, but like, all it is a Dodge Charger with an orange paint job and a Confederate flag on the top and some stickers on the side. I would. I don't think I would build that. There's actually a build for the not Back to the Future, because that's what I'm doing right now. There's actually a build for the Ghostbusters car, the Ecto-1, and I'm definitely not going to be doing that. I'm just not a big fan of Ghostbusters. I like Ghostbusters. I thought about doing like a 1-to-1 proton pack, but no. And I could get a kit for around $1,000 that would be really nice, but I'm not that much of a Ghostbusters fan. Like one of my buddies is a huge Ghostbuster. Like he absolutely loves Ghostbusters. I enjoy them. I like the original movies. I did not like the reboot movies with all the women. No offense to women, but that movie sucked. Let's see. Michael Levine, yes, the Ford class. If they did like a Ford class Enterprise parts work with, you know, some planes and stuff on it, I would actually consider doing that. But it would have to be huge. It would have to be at least like 5 feet long or something crazy. Can you get a Scarecrow for the field? There are Scarecrow mods, yes, but it doesn't. I mean, they're just there, and they're actually like transparent, so you can like drive right through them. Let's see. As long as it's not from the girl movie. Oh, that's what Paul Bong said. Yeah, I actually finally broke down and watched that movie, the newer Ghostbusters movie that they came out with a few years ago, and like I thought, you know, I'm gonna give it a fair shot just to see if it was, because there were people who claimed to enjoy it. After having watched it, like there's no way that I don't think that they could have enjoyed it. There was really not much good about that movie. Like I kind of have like a crush on Kristen Wiig. Like I think she's really cute, but just that movie was super cringe, big time. Okay, so we're going down there. Okay, he's spraying here. Here. No, what are you doing? Oh, what the tapatikitela bachichu, like a pakatike takatuko takatu, we kapakalikiva. Don't ask, don't ask, don't tell. Alright, so we'll have to like manually kind of finish these off. Uh-oh. We gotta stop right here, right here. Alright. Well. The newest Ghostbusters was poop if it was the one with Melissa McCarthy in it. Yes, that's the one. The new one, they're actually filming a new one right now, like that's a direct sequel to the originals that I think might end up being like really good, because like Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd are in it. Unfortunately, the man that played Egon, I think his name was Harold Ramis or Ramey. He actually passed away a few years ago. He had I want to say it was some kind of cancer or something like that. With, you know, it's always cancer, isn't it? It seems like. And yeah, he passed away a few years ago. So unfortunately, he can't be in it. But apparently, they've created a character that's supposed to be his son in the movie. So I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see. But I think that's supposed to come out next year. They're filming it right now. And from everything I've heard about it, it's going to be like the Ghostbusters sequel that we've wanted for, you know, 30 years or however long it's been. I actually just got out the, I don't know if it was on Netflix or Amazon Prime, but I just watched the original Ghostbusters movies, the first and second one. And I actually forgot how good the special effects were. They still hold up pretty well. Like, especially at that one point when, you know, when the guy goes in like he's like the city guy, and he like shuts down their reactor in the firehouse, and like the top of the firehouse blows off, and there's like all those streams of light coming out and going through New York City. Like, the fact that that was all done optically and not with CGI is, I think, a testament to how good those special effects were. And I don't, honestly, I don't think special effects today look that good. Because you go back and you look at some of those. Now, there were a couple spots where, you know, it looked a little bit, you know, cheesy or rotoscoped, but by and large, that movie holds up really well. Have you seen the movie What About Bob? No, I haven't seen it. I don't even know what this is about. I'm assuming it was about Baba Bong, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Will you still be doing Gold Rush videos at all? I was kind of late to the party on those. You know, people ask every once in a while. My answer right now is I don't know. The problem with Gold Rush is it becomes just a huge grind fest where I have to do a lot of grinding in between episodes so that I don't end up having like 40 episodes that's just me digging dirt. And I don't think that's fun. It's not fun for me to play. I can't imagine. I mean, people apparently, I guess, want to watch it, but I can't imagine it's really that fun to watch. And I don't have any plans in the near future to do Gold Rush. Is that a definite no? Is it a hard no? No, it's not. I haven't played it in about 3 months. I like to get it out every few months because, you know, they're constantly doing new patches and updates and things like that to the game. And, you know, I'll try it out. I might play it for an hour or two and then, you know, just kind of think to myself, do I want to do a reboot? Do I want to do, you know, live stream? I just don't know. It's a good game, you know, for the price. I think it is a good game. Hey, what's going on with you? But, you know, I played it a lot when it first came out, even before the big like patch last year with like all the new content and stuff. And I don't know. I just kind of burnt myself out on it, I think. Whoops. But again, I think the biggest issue with it is that, you know, there's certain things that you can do in the game, especially in the beginning of the game. Like they've changed it where it takes a lot more gold to really get started. So, you know, you have to pan all the gold from the little, you know, starting area. And it's just, actually, I think you can skip that part now and just like, you know, you got like $100,000 or something to start. But I don't know. I just don't think I would do that. What about Bob? Has Bill Murray in it? No. Oh no, I haven't seen that one. I saw everyone you did and enjoyed it. Not one person I saw has completed the site. They give up before it. It's not that like, it's not that I don't want to complete the site because, you know, in a way you do, but it's like I literally played that game for an entire week. Probably 4 to 6 hours a day, because I think I was doing some live streaming, and even like my episodic series, which is way back when the game first came out. It's actually quite a bit different now. or a lot, you know, different in many ways. No, I won't say it's a completely different game, but they've changed a lot since the episodes that I have. And I mean, it is just non-stop grinding to get gold, and it just stops being fun after a while. And you can't put those in you know, it's not like I can just sit there and be like, okay, we're going to do some more digging this episode, and we just dig for 50 minutes or an hour, and then the next episode is basically exactly the same thing, you know, the same thing in a slightly different place, and then the next episode after that is more of the same, and then, you know, oh, then we can pan for gold, and then, you know, get just enough money to buy, like, you see what I'm saying? It's just, it's way too grindy, and there's not really a payoff. Like, you don't really get that sense of accomplishment that I get from other games. Okay, where are we at over here? All right. Well, it looks like we gave the neighbor some herbicide, so I'm sure he'll be happy about that. Probably gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to spray a few spots down here at the end of the field. Gaming with Lucas Payday 2 says, hi, Brayo the best. Well, thank you, Lucas. I appreciate that. Not turning properly. Could you imagine, like, watching a guy with a sprayer actually driving around like this in real life? It would probably be a fairly sad sight to see. All right. Now here's where the fun is really going to begin. And that's going to be me trying to figure out where up here I stopped with the spraying of the herbicide. Whoops. Let's bring that in. When is Shamrock Valley? I have no idea. To PS4, God only knows. Maybe never. The thing with consoles is the maps have to meet a completely different standard if they're going to be on console than PC. So the mod authors, they have to make like a PC specific map, and then they have to make a console specific map, and most modders don't want to deal with it because it is a giant pain. And frankly, I don't blame them one bit. Alright, so we're just going to go down here. Oh man, we're going to have to waste like so much spray coming up, back up. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to this back, back and forth or not. I just don't know. I guess if they made it multiplayer where like 3 or 4 friends could join on the site and help dig, it would be more fun. Oh yeah, I definitely agree there. I mean, that's like Kerbal Space Program. Like Kerbal Space Program 2, they just announced that this morning. And that is going to be... That'll be freaking cool when it comes out, because finally they're going to have multiplayer in the game and, better graphics in the whole 9 yards. And I think that was like really what was holding the first Kerbal Space Program back, was multiplayer. Right. So I feel like we're, if we do it this way, we're not going to waste as much spray. Because like in reality, these little, like each one of these little sprayers has a servo on it. And it knows where, actually that might, I don't know if that's a, I don't know what that is exactly. But each one of these has like a servo on it, so they can turn on and off based on where what your GPS coordinates are. So the computer can actually control what, it knows like what parts of the field you've sprayed already. And that would be awesome if Giants added that kind of functionality, but honestly, I don't think they're ever going to. I think they're just trying to keep it as simple as possible. And that means no no GPS location data ever. I'm a recent sub, by the way, probably only a few days, but I have been watching your vids the past month. Well, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. How much more of this? Okay, I don't have too much more, I guess. I don't have two more. Wait, no. I was gonna try to make an Arnold Schwarzenegger joke, and it just wasn't gonna work. And I totally missed a spot. And I got the spot. All right. I totally just thought those birds right there on the left. I totally just thought those were ants. Totally, guys. Totally. Yay, we're almost done. Thank gosh. It's been such a long time. Do I play PUBG? No, I don't play any PUBG. Mobile, non-mobile, global, or... No, I don't play PUBG. Ain't nobody got time for that. No, I've watched my friend Andy Farmer play it on when he streams on Twitch, and all he does is like yell and scream and cuss and smash things, and it's like, I don't need that kind of stress in my life. I actually stopped playing CS:GO because I was tired of being pissed off at cheaters, like people that use bots and stuff, or aim bots and stuff. Because you just be sitting there and just die, and like people are like, no, I'm just a good shot, and you're like, that, you know that you're in a place that you can't even be shot unless somebody enters your field of view. Yeah, then you know something's going on. And yeah, I just, like I said, ain't nobody got time for that at all. Oh, I forgot to do this part down here, didn't I? Well, I guess we're just gonna have to go down there again. Man, it cures boredom sometimes. I think there's a lot of other games that cure boredom better. That's time well spent. And again, you're not getting mad at people you don't even know for really no reason. I mean, I understand why people play it and why people enjoy the game. It's just that, I don't know, it's just not my kind of game. 10 years ago, I probably would have given it a shot. And I keep thinking, like, maybe someday I'll buy it, like, if it's ever, like, half off, but it literally never goes on sale. It probably never will, at least not anytime in the near future, because it's still, you know, a super popular game. And, you know, to that end, it's like, well, it's not worth $30 to me, in other words, I guess. Because it's like, it's still $29.99, I think, right? All that fighting and looting, and you don't get to keep anything. Well, no, I mean, it's basically just like a King of the Hill game. You know, if you want to play King of the Hill and really have fun, like, go play airsoft or paintball and, like, get involved with that. Trust me, you'll have a trillion times more fun than you will playing a video game. I remember, like, we used to go to this place up in near Springfield, Ohio, because we had like an airsoft team that we would go, and occasionally, you know, we would play, like, you know, public games or whatever, and so we would go to these games sometimes, and there were some guys running games up at this big field. I think it was like a paintball park or something too. But I guess the paintballers played somewhere else, and the airsoft guys basically had like all these woods to play on. So we went up there for a game, you know, had a really good time, whatever. And when we were leaving this day, there was like this huge black cloud, And I'm like, you know, because I think I had like it was like me and 3 other guys, and we're all kind of lollygagging around, and the sky's like getting darker and darker. And this is like before, you know, we had like NexRad radar. You know, we didn't have like radar on our phones. I actually did, and I didn't have. Well, I didn't have radar on my phone, but I had an old Nokia. I can't even remember the model number. I think I finally threw my old phone away, like when I moved over to my new home. But I had an HP Pocket PC that had Bluetooth built in, and I had my phone, and I had it hacked so that the Bluetooth, like basically I could connect my Pocket PC to the Bluetooth, and it would actually use the SMS data, which was, you know, for sending, you know, text messages. It would use the SMS data for, because essentially I got unlimited data with SMS, and it would use that data for, like, I could go out and I could like browse the internet on my Pocket PC, and everything. And I was like looking at the weather radar, thinking to myself, this does not look good. Oh, wait a second. The dark areas here should be the part that the guy has already weeded. So everything that I'm spraying right now that's turning the lighter color, okay, has not been weeded. Okay, so we got to go back down here. So I'm looking at the storm front. You know, I'd been through aviation school. I'd taken 2 years of meteorology classes, and I'm just like, this does not look good at all. Like, whatever's coming at us, I said, jump in my truck. We're getting the heck out of here because there's a really serious storm coming. And everybody's, you know, and I'm telling the organizers, I'm like, cancel the event. Get everybody out of here because there's a seriously bad storm coming. So they did. They and it was like pretty much the end of the day anyway, but they went out and they're like, everybody, there's a big storm coming, get gone. So we throw everything in the truck, we get out, we drive through the craziest hailstorm. Probably the second craziest hailstorm I've ever had to drive through. Okay, I've driven through multiple hailstorms throughout my life. A few of them were pretty nuts. This one was top of the list nuts. Probably the second worst one. And anyway, the next day we find out that a tornado hit. I think it was like it was either an F0 or an F1. So it wasn't like a really bad tornado, but it destroyed like probably 10% of the trees in the wooded area that we were playing at. So if we'd been in there, we could have been like smashed by trees or who knows what. It would have not been a good day for us. Let's just put it that way. And so I think they had another event up there about a month later, and just out of curiosity, I'm like, I want to go up there and see what happened. I want to see how bad like all of the, you know, the tree damage was. And so I got some more guys together, and yeah, we went up there, and in a way it was kind of cool because the trees added like this whole new effect of cover and everything, but yeah, it would have not been. There were like several of the buildings that were built for the park had been, like, basically if people had been inside of them when it hit, they would be maybe dead or injured because there were trees that like literally fell directly on top of buildings. It was pretty nuts. Dion Cross, hey Dion, how you been? All that fine. Oh, I gotta blow my nose. I feel like there's an ant crawling up my nose, even though I'm sure it's just like a booger. I'm terrible. Philip Peterman, good night. Have a good one. Thank you for hanging out. I'm going to mute the mic really quick, and I'm going to take care of some business. I'll be back in about 10 seconds. I was right. It was an ant up my nose. No, just kidding. Definitely was not. It definitely was snot. Get it? Okay, never mind. Let's just move on. Move on with the things. I really want to move to the first growth stage because I want to put the fertilizer down so that I'm kind of not wasting time, but at the same time, I want to keep putting herbicide down. It's like I've come this far, I need to keep going. Because we've got all the other fields done, we just have to do this one. And we're probably going to have some patches on this one that we're going to have to redo. So, and you know what? Oh no, wait. I totally don't remember going up. Oh yeah, now I do. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We could do it from in the cab, yeah. Ooh. Gosh, I'm almost perfectly east-west. It's pulling me just to the left, just slightly. Oh, look, there's our trajectory. No, just kidding. I totally wish that worked though, because then we could actually see like what parts. Well, I guess we could only see what parts were sprayed and not. You know, I wonder if a company like Hardy, I wonder if they would ever consider actually supplying code to Giants in order to more accurately replicate the Hardy in-game. That would be interesting. I would be really interested to see if they would do something like that. My guess would be no, but you never know. Back across. Oh man, this is getting murderously not fun. I'll speed up time a little bit. Not going to go too crazy with it. What I need to do is go down to like Horizon Coop and sell like a load of canola and a load of, well, canola and soybeans. We've been going for 3 hours and 26, 7, 28 seconds, 29, 30 seconds. 3 hours and 32 seconds now. Oh gosh, oh, it's getting dark. That's not good. I didn't really want it to get dark out. Oh no, we missed a spot. Oh, it's going to be a lot harder to see where we're driving, too. So we'll probably go until just a few more minutes, till about 2 a.m. here. And then I'll probably stop for the night. So maybe another pass down and back on the field. Not sure if we'll make it that far. Oh, we still got the little weeder going down there too. I forgot about him. There we go. Ah, we're missing spots. This is why it's really nice to hire workers, and then again to do this while it's light outside. Just basically trying to keep the right side of that sprayer kind of right on the dark spot there. Uh-oh. And back down again. Actually, you know what? If I speed this up and we get the next, it's not going to matter if we get the weeds or not, because they'll show up on the radar, and it's gonna get dark in here. And we'll just be able to instantly hire the worker, even though we're almost out of spray, but that's all right. Okay, so here's first growth site. Oh, you know what? I might actually have to come back and do all this tomorrow. Because I don't think the fertilization pass is going to show up for a long time. I tell you what, we'll fast forward time till midnight. I just want to see if it kicks in then. I don't think it's going to, though. It's going to be really hard to see, too, because of all the fields are red. Well, I guess that wouldn't matter. Huh, I wonder why some fields are being fertilized and others are not. That's bizarre. Oh, G's going to be done with his little section. All right. And I can't see now where the line starts. Oh no! Can I tell from this angle? I don't think so. I need to pop a flare or something. Yeah, I totally can't tell. Oh wait, there's the pass right there. Bam. Hire worker, awesome. Slow down time. Awesome. So now, oh man, we've only got like 3 minutes left to go. Oh great. So these are all fully grown now. So they'll have to be sprayed. That's what I was hoping to avoid. No weeds here, no weed. There's like one weed like right there. A couple little spots. Not worried about it. These are all going to require spraying. Let's go. I guess we'll fill this up with fertilizer. And then we'll just get fertilizing started. I might whip out the other sprayer, I might not, I don't know. He's around here somewhere. Unless I left him out on the field, which I may have done. Nope. Yeah, you can see where the weeds are. All right, so I'm going to hire a worker. We're just going to follow him up to the top of the field, and then we're just going to, take him like left, right, left, right. Here is my other tractor. Also needs fertilizer. Probably put him down on field 99, I guess. I think everybody fell asleep. Wait, Adobe Applications Manager. Oh, this again. 32-bit app compatibility with... Oh, brother. I have an old app for Photoshop on my Mac, and it's like, this isn't compatible anymore. And it's not even like an app that I use, really. Back up. There we go. Go. And higher. All right. Yeah. They're in the trees. Why am I seeing this alert? Yes, you can consider just 30 minutes. Oh, okay. It's just a warning. It's apparently it still works. And a balefire is still awake. Yay! you guys ever worry about me? I worry about me, like, all the time. Boom. All right. All right, so he's working. We're... Hey, there we go. I just want to get most of my fields fertilized. Or, well, I want to get most of all my fields fertilized. How about that? Do you guys approve of those apples? Mr. Strange GSX, hey! No, Mr. Strand GSX, my bad. Mr. Strange almost sounds cooler. Because I don't know what a strand is. It'd be a strand of hair. Gosh. Hey, there's my other weeder. There it is, there it is, there it is. Okay, okay, let's get over. Let's get over right here. Alright, hire the worker. Fart knuckles! We're out of gas. No, we're not out of gas. We're just out of the fluid of weedness. The fluid of weed death. Dion Cross says 3:35 a.m. and I'm enjoying the show. 3:35? You must be from Newfoundland or something. Just like a night or so ago, I was talking about Newfoundland and how like their time zone is like a half hour off from like basically all the almost all the other time zones in the world. I don't know if there's other countries. I know Newfoundland is one. There might be like a handful of others. I don't know. Jushag Gaming, or it could be Jushag, or Jushag. I don't know these things. I don't know. Strand is a lighting company I use for work. And the GSX is the bike I ride. Okay, that makes sense. I got it. Oh, no. Well, actually, let's continue back over here. Why didn't I drive up here? Why did I drive all... I keep forgetting that I have, like, all this other farming stuff up here, right? Including, you guessed it, a herbicide station, and we're gonna have a problem here soon. So let's move off the field. You missed a spot over there. It's 7:04 here in Wales, the land where men are men and sheep run scared. Wow. Ah! Oh my gosh. That's a good one. Though I have a good friend that lives in Wales, at Carnarvon, I think. Carnarvon. I think it's Carnarvon. And yeah. And I know that some of my family, like, I don't know, one time one of my aunts researched our family tree like way back to, I guess, when we kind of first immigrated to the United States, and discovered that we came from Wales, or well, you know, one part of our family came from Wales. Jacob Shield says, "Hey Brad, I was just watching your My Summer Car Getting Started episode 2, and I still can't get my car to start. Any tips?" I mean, it could be so many different things, Jacob. And unfortunately, the game has changed significantly since I made those videos. So it's the last time I played it, I even had problems getting my car started. If you've got everything installed correctly, usually it's either the battery or it's that your spark plugs aren't gapped correctly, or the spark, like the timing is off, like your carburetor. There's something that you have to adjust on that. So you want to make sure that you get the exhaust gas temperature. It's like an EGT sensor thing, and you install that on your dashboard, and it tells you like what your exhaust gas temperature is, and basically you can adjust your maybe it's not the spark plug gaps, maybe it's the like the fuel flow, and you can adjust the fuel flow so that it's at the right temperature, and then usually your car will stay running. But they've changed so much of that game that I find it largely unplayable and not fun. I think that game is a troll. I honestly, honest to God, I think that the developer of My Summer Car is basically making that game to troll people, just to make it the most obnoxiously it's almost like a humiliating experience, because just when you think that like you're getting somewhere in the game screws you over big time, and it after a while it just stops being fun. Because I remember one time, like, I was driving down the road in my car, I wasn't even doing anything special, and like my engine just blew up, like the spark plugs were shot, and that was like way back when you couldn't. Well, you could take your car to Fleetari or whatever the guy's name is, and you would have to hire him to fix it, but a lot of times the costs were so high, it was like basically you were doing like you're chopping wood or doing the sewage jobs for like a week just to get enough money to repair everything. And even then, like, you would get your car back from him after you've gone literally through every single thing that he can repair, and your car still wouldn't start. And then I remember I took the engine out, and there was something in the engine that was still shattered. And then I went to like the Steam forums for the game, and I searched the problem that I was having, and I found like a whole like forum post. Hello. I found like a whole forum post on the exact problem that I was having, and like apparently it was like a known bug in the game that like once this part that got broken that I had, you essentially had to restart the game, and I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. And so I waited until I probably didn't play the game for like 6 or 8 months after that. This has been a couple years ago. And then I finally went back and I played it a little bit more, and it was just like, this is too much. I don't have time for this in my life. It's a fun game, but oh my, it's a troll. It's basically trolling. It's constantly trolling you. I'm convinced of that. Bam bam. Where is the oh. No. Oh, there it is. Oh, here we go. This is what I've got to do. But yeah, the game has changed a little bit since I made my old tutorial videos. Because I think those are from like 2015. They're pretty old. 2015 or 2016. I can't imagine it'd be any later than that. And mostly the way that you build the car is the same. I think you actually have to send out and order spark plugs now, so you actually have to go into town to get the spark plugs. So there's like a few things that, you know, if you're new to the game, you need to buy, like, you know, send away for in the catalog, and then you know, go the next day to pick them up, or I don't know, 2 days or however long it takes. I guess the guy calls you up and he's like, and which means like your stuff is here, come and pick it up. And then he cusses at you or something. Where's Sam when you need him? But anyway, he calls you up and he tells you that your stuff is there. I was just playing and my car spun out in the woods, and I was slowly going back onto the path when I bumped into a tree and died just from pushing against the tree. Yep, that'll do it. I mean, it's like the stuff that can kill you in that game is just so messed up. Helper F is blocked by an object. What the F is he doing? Okay. All right, he's almost done. What is he doing? He's like backing up. Not even sure why. Oh, I think he's getting stuck on. I think the pathing logic is getting stuck on this side. Like he's like, okay, I finished that, but I can't do this part and complete it, so I'm gonna back it up and like finish this side of the field. I think that's the way the game logic works for this game. I think. Could be totally wrong. Probably not. I'm watching you indie playing ET. Oh, you're watching you and playing Euro Truck Sim 2. Okay, I gotcha. And bees can kill you. Like, what the heck? My summer car. Whoops. Oh. I installed everything and nothing happens when I turn the key. If nothing at all happens when you turn the key, then it's usually something electrical is not hooked up right. Like the starter, I would check like all the electricity for the starter, the battery, make sure your battery's good. A lot of times, like when you, like I just went to the store and bought a new car battery, and that usually solved that problem, but it depends on, you know, all the wiring and everything. You also have to get up underneath the dash and actually connect up all the different wiring bits, which can be extremely difficult to see. That was one of the, oh, excuse me. That was one of the big problems I originally had with it, was just getting up there to see where all that stuff was. All right, let's go up here. Supposedly somewhere up in here. Totally missed that. Okay. Not gonna miss this. Boom. How do you tell when the battery's done charging? I have no idea, because they didn't even have battery chargers, I don't think, the last time I played it. Like, do they still consider my summer car like alpha or beta or whatever? Or is it like considered like version 1.0 now? I don't even know. Brad, your singing is good. I know, Maverick. It's okay. I know. I did watch the Hard 4.0. I did watch Game Hard 4.0. His videos for the wiring he made this year, so I did do all the wiring, I think, but I could have missed something. Yeah, there was like one piece of wiring I remember missing one time, and then like once because it's like really hard to see it when when you're like up in it. Uh-oh. No. Let's just go up here all the way down. Let's go straight down. Why wouldn't... I don't know why the sprayer wouldn't let me hire a worker there. Okay. I'm not sure if it's alpha or beta. I think it's still beta, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't know. It's literally been... let me see if I can look really quick. Steamer Beans. My games. View games library. Let's see. My summer car. Wait, where? Somewhere like right here. Oh, I see the plants there. Alright. Last time I played it was August 29th of last year. So it's been a little bit longer ago that I've played it. Helper J has completed his task. His task is complete, but his life is not complete because he doesn't have a life. Because he is just zeros and ones inside a microchip, and as soon as those zeros and ones are gone, he disappears into infinity. That was a pretty good song, right? Right, guys and girls? You guys were like, no, it wasn't, Brad. That one was bad. And I knew it was bad. You just, you don't have to tell me. I already knew. So yeah, it's been I've got 134 hours on it, so I mean, not insignificant amount of time for that game. It is like an oddly kind of sadistically addicting game, My Summer Car, but boy, it is the biggest troll of a game in the history of all things troll related. Flawless. I know. Flawless victory singing. Because it's not really a victory. It's like a songality. Like if it was Mortal Kombat, it'd be like a songality. And it would just be like me sitting there singing like whatever. And then like just like Scorpion would like freeze to death and die, and then like somebody else, they would like their head would explode, and somebody else like their heart would explode or their lungs, and somebody else like they'd catch on fire. But I don't know. It's just the way of things. It's just the way of things. Some things will never change. Okay, I'll stop. I'll just stop. Helper G has completed his task. Probably not, but we'll give him a break. Just don't expect a raise anytime soon. 'Cause you can't spread fertilizer without screwing it up. Like, is everybody else like super OCD? And like you always go back and like respray all the little bits that the helper missed, or are you guys just like they've done a good enough job, and the amount of time that it's going to take for me to go back and like respray all the missed bits is like it like exceeds the cost of, you know. Come on, farting knuckles. There we go. Like that amount of time exceed. Even I just screwed that up. Darn it. Like, does this exceed the cost of actually going back and respraying everything? I don't know. Like, we even missed this little spot. Deadpan 115 came for the farming, stayed for the musical stylings. Brad singing gave me gallstones. Oh, those are bad. I've never had a gallstone, but I've had a couple kidney stones, and trust me, they are no fun. Gallstones, I think, are even not less fun because I don't think you can pass gallstones. They either have to like dissolve on your own, or you have to get them surgically removed. Which, like, I had a neighbor that had gallstones, and yeah, I wouldn't want to be him. He had to have surgery to have them removed. I do know that. All right, so we'll take this guy. We'll put him on field 108. Are you freaking kidding me? I thought I hired the worker. Apparently I did not. All right, he's good. He's good. We're gonna take him up, and we'll just of course, without the sound effects. It blows my mind when I see a YouTuber miss a bit. I'm like, arg, dude, you can see it right there. Yeah, I know. Like, there was like one guy a few years back, I think during a live stream. I can't remember. I don't know. It might have been a comment that he left on an episode that literally he was unsubscribing because I was triggering his OCD. I'm like, real? That was kind of around the time when, like, you know, this whole like trigger culture kind of started. Because, you know, you didn't really hear about people getting triggered until probably around 2015 or so. Like, not in the context of, like, the Democratic Socialist Party today. If you want to see a freaking hilarious video, go watch that sad bunch of people. Wow. Is all you can really say is wow. Jacob Shield says, I went to a Mexican restaurant with my family today, and there was like this 40-year-old guy there doing a gig that I talked to. He played piano amazingly and harmonica at the same time. Really? Wow. Oh, did he have like one of those like little chin strap things that his harmonica could rest on? I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen people do that before. Have you ever seen like a one-man band where they've got like drums and like an accordion and like just all kind of like a harmonica and like horns? Like they'll have like all these different little horns that they can blow into. Just all kinds of craziness. You don't see those too much anymore. Like, I don't think you can actually go to music school to learn how to do that. That's like something that you learn out of necessity. Like, okay, I'm like the only thing I can do in my life. Oh, are you kidding me? Like the only thing that they can do in their life is basically become a street performer, and so they got to get their, you know, whatever their spiel is to make money. Okay, let's fire you really quick. So I'm going to do this headland here, and it's going to do my headland in if... Alright. Alright, so I've got that done. There's a couple little bits up here. Not going to worry about them. We're going to come and just go down through here. Maybe I'll go over and hit that. I don't know. Would you hit it? I'd hit it. He had a harmonica mounted to his singing microphone in front of his mouth. Yeah, exactly. I think the last time I literally saw a one-man band was when I was in Europe years ago. I think I was in Dresden, and there was a guy there, like a street performer. And I remember, like, I didn't really know the etiquette about like street performers, and I went to take a picture of them, and I'm like not even joking. He like whipped out this sign out of nowhere, and it was like, no pictures, please, or something like that. And I was like, well, I guess I'm not going to take a picture of the performer guy. So I think I ended up tipping him, and then he was like, okay. Then he put the sign away. And then they're like, yeah, you can't like tip people, like street performers. Or you can't photograph them unless you tip them. You could definitely tip them. But otherwise, and if you don't tip them enough, you can't take pictures of them. It's not like you can just go up and like throw like 25 cents in there and they'll be like, oh, you can take a picture. So you have to tip a few bucks, you know. You have to throw like 3 or 4 euros in there. Let's see. Bam, bam. What was that? Oh. It was this. Well, I think... Oh, wait a second. We got this to do. These guys are almost done. I don't know what's going on over here. Looks like a hot mess of something. Okay. And hopefully, right about here, maybe? Oh, not even close. Okay, we're good to go there. I'm going to take helper B off. B off! And we're going to go for this, this, and this little bit, I guess. Try playing My Summer Car while listening to your live stream, but My Summer Car is so loud compared to YouTube. You can turn... Wait, I can't remember if you can turn the sound down in that game. I'm pretty sure you can, though. Unless that's a troll, too. That was a ridiculously loud game. You know, the one thing I really do like in My Summer Car, though, is the sound of the thunderstorms. Like, I would just like to listen to that all the time. Screw the rest of the game. I'd just pay to listen to that. Because it's rather nice. Oh my gosh, I still missed a bit. To heck with it. Oh my gosh, Helper J. You were hopeless. Of all the places for me to decide to stop the tractor, wow. There's not an option to change the volume in My Summer Car. Wow. I'd love to know if Giants nerfed the controller settings on purpose in FS19. I'm all over the place. I am too, and apparently they have. I don't know. It's terrible. I've tried sending, you know, messages to my contacts, and they don't even reply. They're just like, they're either sick of knowing about it, or I mean, I don't know what it is, but they're yeah, the steering and everything is way too ultra sensitive. You know what? I could just like start right here. Start right about here. Right across that field right there. Didn't mean to do that. Hire the workers. We'll get this done maybe a little bit faster. And I think that's really about it. Let's see, it's a little after 2:30 a.m. I was actually gonna plan on going at like 2 a.m., but you know me, I can't stop a good thing. But I am gonna end the stream here. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm just gonna do the rest of the fertilizing off screen. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me once again, playing some Farming Simulator 19 on the Midwest Horizon map. It's version 1.1. It's available on American Eagle's modding website. That's the only place you can get it. It is PC only, so hashtag PC Master Race. Too bad for the console owners, but time to upgrade for you guys. As always, please do not forget to hit that like button. It helps me out tremendously. When the video goes live, and if you want to watch it again, by all means, feel free to do so. And leave a comment if you do, just letting me know, hey, I'm watching this again, you are awesome, or you suck, or here's 20 bucks. Speaking of 20 bucks, you can actually further support the channel by using Super Chat, or you can donate directly through PayPal. The donation link is right down in the video description. I am BradM73. Thank you. Oh, subscribe if you haven't done so. If you're brand new, just joining us, be sure to subscribe. Turn on notifications if you want to get notified when I go live or post new content. And yeah, I appreciate all the support, every subscriber, every like that you guys leave means a lot to me. So thank you all so much. I will see you all. Let's see. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow night. I'm going to try to. If not tomorrow night, probably Thursday night. My Wednesday and Thursday this week, I think, are kind of like they might get swapped around, but I don't know yet. But guys, thanks again so much. Have a good night. I'm BradM73, and bye for now.